Welcome to LifeBites Mindful Mondays. I'm life, business, and energy coach Nina Bosky. And in today's grounding session, we're going to help you get centered, cleared, and connected. Let's get started. So, as we prepare for this week's topic, riding the wave of change, there's a great quote that says, "Change is inevitable, but transformation is a choice." So right now we're in the midst of huge changes in the world, within ourselves. And so it's important to ride the wave and to glide through these changes collectively and individually so that we can move through this time and space with more clarity, with more strength, and with more purpose. So let us ground. From the base of your spine down to the center of the earth, we're going to create a grounding cord in the form of a tree trunk. Use whatever tree you'd like, whatever feels good for you. And you're going to take the roots of that tree trunk or grounding cord and really anchor yourself into Mother Earth, to yourself, to your essence, to who you are. And let's start to release everything that no longer serves you. Letting go of the past. Take a nice big deep breath. Letting go of the future. Take a nice big deep breath. Let's say hello to present time. You can insert the date if you'd like. But you're becoming present to yourself. Breathing in the new. Letting go of the old. Now about 2 feet out, you're going to create a circle of light. And in that circle of light is a circle of yellow roses that represent your true sunshine spirit, where your personality and your higher self are working hand in hand. Circle of pink roses that represent love and compassion for yourself, as well as the outside world. Give yourself some extra love today. And then a circle of red divine roses that represent protection from anything that is not of your own energy in your own light. Everything goes on the outside of your space. Experiences from the weekend, any of your loved ones, and really claim your own energy. This is your time for you. Come up to your 6th chakra, right between the brow. And about 2 feet out, you'll create a movie screen. Put your life in this moment, this week, on your movie screen. You're going to watch the energy versus become the energy. You're going to ride the wave instead of getting lost in the wave. And now let's say hello to your opportunities. What opportunities do you have? And just really look at those opportunities and say hello. Hello to those beautiful opportunities you have this week as you start to come home to you. Say hello to your challenges. Can you rise above your challenges to ride the wave instead of dropping down into the heaviness of those challenges? Say hello to your blessings as your blessings lighten your energy and allows you to move through the world with more ease and more grace. Now let us check in. Physically, ask yourself, how do I feel physically? And just see what lights up. Our bodies do so much. If there's any dis-ease or discomfort, give it a golden light or some green energy for healing, pink energy for self-love. Now say to yourself, your physical self, health, vitality, strength, and flow. You're allowing these energies to strengthen within your body. Health, vitality, strength, and flow. Take a nice, big, deep breath. And come up to the center of your head. And create a beautiful golden light in the center of your head, getting bigger and brighter, flushing out any frenetic energy, any fogginess, any incoherence. You're clearing the slate of your mind. And now let us affirm in your mental body, I am alert, receptive, productive, and present. One more time. I am alert, receptive, productive, and present. Take a deep breath and release. And as we clear the slate of our mind, we're making room for the changes. Allowing these changes to happen within us and through us. Take a nice big deep breath all the way up to your 7th chakra and all the way back down to the bottom of your belly. We're opening up those chakra centers back into your heart space. Let's do this one more time, opening up the centers all the way up. Feel the energy opening up to your 7th and all the way back down to the bottom of your belly, your root chakra, and back into your heart space. Say hello to your heart. Say hello to your emotions. Ask yourself a simple question. How do I feel in this moment? do you feel a variety of different things? Keep it simple. I feel. And now I'd like you to think about your own changes you'd like to make. What feelings do you need in order to make those changes? What is your energetic intention today, this week? I feel. Now I'm going to give you 3. Think of up to 3 more you'd like to feel. I feel loved, supported, nurtured, and I feel loved, supported, nurtured, and take a nice big deep breath all the way up to your 7th chakra. Saying hello to your divine self. The energy of divine, the unseen forces that are here to support you in love. Feel yourself plugging in to yourself, to the divine, to your loved ones, to the world. Say out loud, I am connected. I am connected. Now let's ask your higher self for support and help this week. What changes are you either making or wanting to make in your life? What actions can you take to move through the changes that are already happening or wanting to in your life in this moment? What areas do you need help? Take a nice big deep breath. Hold it. And on the count of 3, I want you to release it down your grounding cord. 1, 2, 3. Release the energy. As we make room and space, we can invite the new things into our lives. What chapters need to end as new chapters begin? Do you need to turn the page, move on to a new chapter, or start a whole new book? You get to decide. What changes do you need to make in your life? Take a nice big deep breath. Put your hand on your heart. And let's think and feel 3 things that you are grateful for. And if there's anybody you'd like to send love to, including yourself, do so at this time. And now let's bring down a beautiful golden sun of light, coming down through the heavens, coming down through that crown chakra, down through your 6th, saying hello to your intuition and deepening your own sense of knowingness. Golden light comes down through your 5th, igniting your more authentic self, your true expression, coming down through your heart space, filling you up with love, support, and nurturing, whatever else you'd like to feel today. A beautiful golden light coming down through your 3rd, allowing you to ride that wave of change, manifesting into action the changes you want to make. And that golden light comes down through your 2nd, your primal creation, the pleasure of life, opening up to new experiences as you move back down into your 1st chakra, the base of the spine, filling that up with a beautiful golden light so you're strong and powerful. Love of self as it moves down through your legs and into your calves, down through your feet, saying hello to your fun fairies as it moves back down into Mother Earth. Say to yourself, I am strong, I am grounded, I am centered, I am powerful, I am riding the wave of positive changes in my life. Take a nice, big, deep breath. Release. Woo. And open your eyes. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Now that you are grounded, cleared, and connected, let's move on to this week's message and life theme. Riding the wave of change is a metaphor for allowing the changes to happen with more ease and grace. But it can't be changes that we're not aware of. These are the changes, intentional changes that we want to make. So I want you to think about your own life and what changes you actually may already be implementing. And this is the interesting thing, is that When we have a thought about a change, it comes down in a lighter way because the thought is faster. It hasn't grounded itself yet. So the mind comes in, the divine and the mind come together, and they bring down this thought of change. But it's the body, it's the action that actually makes the change. Most of us get caught in the divine mind, meaning that we have an inspirational idea coming from the divine, or we have mental process in which, oh, I've got to get this done. I'm going to start on Monday, etc. And so what happens if we get stuck without action, we start to loop. So I want you to think about the positive changes you want to make in your life and what may need to be done, not from the universe's point of view or standpoint, but what change can you put into action to start to allow the mind body to work? Because thoughts are faster than action. And usually what trips us up is the consistent, not just one off actions, the consistent action it takes to move through life, to make those changes. Particularly, the bigger the change, the bigger the intention, the bigger the action. You might have to, if I'm making a little change in my life, it may take me 2 or 3 times to get into the habit of that new change. If I have been programmed into a pattern that I'm wanting to break, that may take smaller steps in order for me to change. But this is what we do. Our mind starts going, well, I should be further along. And then we start judging ourselves. And then it's do not pass go. Let me start all over. And I'm still paralyzed by the fact that I'm not taking action. So, riding the wave of change needs both the inspiration, the passion to go, yes, this is what I want. It's that bubbling up, that's nudge that says, yes, yes, I can. Met with the body action that needs to bring it forward. It propels it forward. Without it, we start to get into too much analysis. So, up to 3 things this week that you can do in order to bring your life forward, in order to bring your change forward. Because then change moves to transformation. We're in a season of change collectively. We're in this season of change. There are both beginnings and endings. We just had a full moon in Aries, okay? Aries is the I am, the pioneer. It's the beginning. Full moons are the manifestation. We've got Mars and Venus dancing together. They can bump up against each other like you can within yourself, or you can start to move together with this dance that is important for this space and time. We've got to be able to negotiate with ourselves. For too much analysis, we're not going to get into action. If we're acting and something isn't working, then maybe we need to take a step back and slow it down and say, what other approach can I take? It's not just about doing, it's that dance between the two that need to happen. So another great question to ask yourself, are you in too much doing that needs to slow it down and analyze yourself and analyze your approach and maybe do a self-strategy session with yourself and say, what could I be doing differently? What can I open myself up to? Where do I need support? Maybe write down what you need in terms of support and then put it in a prayer bowl, put it in your journal for the week, and just ask the divine for help. You don't have to do it all your own. Maybe talk it over with a friend. Say to you, I've tried this approach. Do you have any suggestions? Because sometimes we hit a wall and we can't understand what is our next step forward. So, and then maybe what you're doing is you're analyzing so much. You're on the sidelines of what? Life. And you need to get into action, even if it's not the right action. Okay? That way you'll find out that's not the pathway forward. You pull yourself back and you say, that's not the approach. But you got to get into action. So, riding the wave of change is this delicate balance between the doing and the being. Find out where you need to be or do this week in order to be in that movement of change. Collectively, we're changing. Energetically, we're changing. A lot of people are making some huge changes in their lives, particularly around relationships right now. And that's business as well, not just personal relationships. So if you are changing internally, how have you changed over the years to make sure that you're not operating on an old programming system? Make sure you're updated. And what I mean by that is my old self, younger self, would have loved to been in more entertainment. So interviewing of celebrities was my old life. It doesn't drive my purpose today. So if I were still trying to be that old self, it wouldn't resonate anymore. Same thing with you. There are certain parts of yourself that are no longer resonating. Do you need to update your own patterns and pictures so that you can move forward and accept who you are today versus who you were 20, 30 years ago, even 2 or 3 years ago? Change is in the air. The seasons are changing. You can be changing, but the choice will be yours. Are you going to ride the wave of change?
I hope you've enjoyed this week's Mindful Mondays. Be sure to join us this Friday for another episode of LifeBites as we get you inspired in the areas of life, business, and media. I'm your host, life, business, and energy coach, Nina Bosky. And remember, until next time, sometimes in order to speed up, you've got to learn how to slow down.